Welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph. We're about to discuss Netflix's live action attempt at Avatar The Last Airbender. I was ecstatic, and then we heard the rumors and speculations and read the articles that made me a little hesitant, a little scared. But damn, did it not look good in the trailers. I'd be damned if watching this first episode. Whew! Spoiler warning if you haven't seen the live action. And at the same time, some of it shouldn't be spoiled because if you've seen the animated show, then you kind of know. However, legit though, oh, they got some stuff beautifully accurate. It looked good, colors, and some of it just worked great. And then they lost me. Oh, they lost me bad. I think the show took a turn in episode 2 when her grandmother or grand gives her the scroll. I'm like, that takes away a whole arc of them stealing it and running from the pirates and introducing and dealing with the pirates later. That was non-existent in the show. We never meet the fortune teller, and we never really see Aang and Katara form this bond over learning how to waterbend together. We never see them form this bond, and that leads to Aang falling in love with her, and then her slowly realizing, oh shit, like, he might be the one for me. Like, that love story, that aspect of it, that dynamic, we don't really get that. And that moment when he loses it at the temple and they're like, we're your family now, let's do this together, that was gone and then replaced for a much softer, mediocre version of it at the end of the show when she's like, we're your family, Aang. It's too late for that. You didn't save him. He got saved because Yue sacrificed herself for the moon spirit. You didn't save him. That family shit didn't do nothing. At that point, boy, was Dunsky's already. There are things in the show that are great, but I think that too many changes affected characters' dynamics and character growth. Everything happened to Umashu. Jet was an Umashu. The flying kid and his, the mechanic, the engineer from the show that you found in the northern Airbender, Air Nomad Temple, they were in Umashu. Everything was in Umashu. I don't like what they did to King Boomy and his test. They like yes, I know there were supposed to be jokes and he's crazy, but the test didn't feel like Aang was learning anything. It really felt throughout the show that instead of people teaching and showing Aang that he fits in, that he is capable, that he can do stuff, everything was kind of in reverse and felt like Aang was kind of teaching people he can do stuff. When I say Aang didn't even attempt to learn waterbending in this first season. The first season is called Book 1 Water. It's supposed to be him learning water. He's supposed to master all 4 elements. He doesn't, even when we get to the northern water tribe, he didn't even learn from the master. He was like, all right, cool, we're gonna need you to avatar out because, you know, the Fire Nation's coming. He's like, I can't control it. They're like, oh, you're worthless. And that was it. There was like, you're not gonna train him? How's he like, he hasn't been learning with Katara? What are we doing here? Like, he's not gonna waterbend? We're just gonna skip that whole story arc in this first season? And then they reversed too much. I hated the fact that when we see Sokka meet the Kyoshi warriors, he was just kind of, if like that relationship that forms in the original here felt sloppy, and just like she fell in love with him because he was just new. He was a new boy from the outside world. That's why she fell in love with him. That's why she liked him. There was no mutual respect once he actually acknowledged the fact that it doesn't matter if you're a girl or not, or a man or whatever, you're a warrior and I respect that. Will you teach me? No, here was like, she's like, I like you, I'll teach you how to be a warrior. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, there's no growth here. I could knock a lot about this show. I think there was some good in it, but I hate the fact that they changed Azula and her father's dynamic unnecessarily. It started off great. That first episode when you see the Air Nomads fight the Fire Nation during the original comet to set off this 100-year war. Oh, that was cool. And then it just kind of plummeted for me. I think the show overall it's much better than the movie we got, The Last Airbender, because that is god-awful basura. But where this show could have been great and a game changer, it's mediocre. I think it's a good show, but when you start thinking about all the giant character development that's missing, all these changes that they made that changes who these characters are, it's a mediocre show. Probably gonna get a second season, but now I'm not excited for it. I don't really care for it. It makes me sad because it had the makings of greatness. All in all, I do want to hear your thoughts. Have you seen it? Check it out and see if you agree or disagree. I just think they made too many changes, not to just the setting, but to characters, to moments that force Aang, Katara, Sokka to grow as characters, to be better warriors, to be better for the world, thus leading to the saving of the world. Even for Prince Zuko, there was moments when we're supposed to see his growth, and that's how he becomes a good guy eventually. That's missing in this. They were so focused on Ozai and Azula for moments that I'm like, these characters don't even show up till season 2, and some of them don't show up till like the back end of season 3. You see the librarian Owl in this one. Like, they were so focused on trying to set up a second season that they diminished the growth and the dynamic that's supposed to be built in this first season and establish the road forward. So that's why I dislike it overall. I think it's mediocre. It was a letdown for me. I don't care to rewatch it. I want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns. Do you disagree? Do you agree? Let me know down below. But I love hearing from y'all. But until next time, stay safe, be well, y con mucho amor. Adios.